Okay, girl. Now, there's one more little fun fact I wanted to share with you guys that I found really interesting. So remember, she said, it appears that she would have been in her program around 2017. I'm gonna tell you why. I think it was the 2017 time frame. I'm gonna put the document on the screen. But remember, she was saying it was until after they closed that she discovered they had closed and that she couldn't get her transcript. So she's getting all her paperwork together, but all her paperwork together after the fact. But the one paperwork she made sure she had done was this: her trademark for Dr. Bryant. She got her trademark. She applied for it in 2017 and got it in 18. I want to hear your thoughts in the chat. But what it seems like is that she went to the school, apparently didn't complete her dissertation. School closed and she felt like, nobody's gonna know. No one's gonna know. I didn't finish. No one's gonna know. And that she wanted the doctorate for branding purposes. Now,
wait a minute. So what she is suggesting, so I'm clear, right? Put it in the notes or comment box in there, that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is going by doctor because she has it trademarked? Woo wee! Oh, so wait a minute. I like to go from behind. I like to come from behind. And
Help me get to 1,000. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Scrolling through your feed. Want to help me reach 1,000? And no, it's not my age. Step 1. Hit that like button. It's like giving me a virtual high five. The more likes, the more I'm convinced I'm hilarious. Step 2. Comment. I want to know your favorite pizza topping. Let's spark a debate hotter than my oven. Step 3. Share this video, because who doesn't want to share a laugh and possibly food wars with friends? And for the grand finale, subscribe. Join my crazy adventure as we climb to 1,000 together. Like, comment, share, and hit that subscribe button. You'll be my hero.
What it do? K-Boss here. And I hope y'all doing sober. What are we going over today, K-Boss? Cheyenne Bryant is fitting to get cooked. That's what's happening right now. I am not here to gloat or perform any kind of happy-go-lucky services. This is not male bashing. This is admiration of watching a young lady, this professor of law, this solicitor, esquire, this attractive young lady, classy as all get out, from Texas, the beautiful, the with brains, attorney Simone. Let's give her a round of applause. She is fine as wine, and I'm here for it. I'm just like, woo-wee, sip magnet is in. Simp mode activated. Hell yeah, let's get into this. You know what I like? Have you ever seen mud wrestling with women with bikinis on? This is what I'm envisioning this, because I would love to see her and Dr. Cheyenne Bryant meet in person. We know that's not going to happen, because I don't think Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is going to want nothing to do with this young lady after what I'm fitting to show y'all, if you hadn't already seen it. She wasn't on my radar. Apparently, hold on a second. Hold on. Apparently, she did stuff about Diddy. Hold on a second. We're gonna have to pause for the cause for a second. So apparently, she's a model and an actress.
Oh my God!
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant can't say nothing to this woman. She is fine and fine and fine. So she does commentary. She's in the media. That means she's on Lawyer Help Single Mom Locate Deadbeat Daddy. Damn. Jonathan Major runs from the verdict. Oh, so she definitely she is for the ladies, and I'm here for it. Simp button activated. It is activated. You know what I like the best? I like a woman who is well educated, got credentials, and she knows what she's talking about. Now, when I first saw Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, I was like, damn, that woman is fine. Like, every man is like, you license? What are you talking about? I don't care about no goddamn license. How are you doing? How you doing? There. License? You had me a hello, darling. See, us old school players know we was simping in the 90s, in the 80s, in the 70s, trying to get some coochie. And coochie is expensive nowadays. Now, the only reason why your boy over here is on the financial celibacy, it's not because I don't want to spend money. It's because it's like going to a casino when you got a gambling problem. You shouldn't go to the casino with a gambling problem. Let's just call it a spade a spade. That's all I'm gonna say. What can I say? Anyway, Simone Red Wine, attorney and legal commentator, injured in the United States. Call 855-4-Simone. Damn it. Go ahead, girl. Wicked. She over here spinning the ones and twos. She said for free consultations, I just want to say hello. You know what? I got an entry. She's going to say, what's your injury? My heart, because I can't see you in person. Damn!
He's here for the strong to survive.
Hey, tell them, Pastor Jay. Anywho, you can also book a session here at www.simoneredwine.com. Let's go. So we're going to get into this. This is what I like to do. I like to do deep dives, right? That's why it's in too deep. I get in too deep. This is just her website. I like to look at her website. It is very simplistic. If you touch on a picture, typically, like you could see when you see that little cursor with the finger, that means you could tap on it. These are websites. These are browsers, okay? Now, I'm not going to tap on it on the sake of the video, but hey, if you want to get a background check 101 ebook, you can get it from this site as well. This is what I like. This is my favorite part of the whole thing. Okay? It says, ever wonder if you or if your new flame is truly perfect as they seem? Or if your latest Tinder match is hiding something big? That's ambiguous. Hey, that's bars. She over there. She's spitting. She's over here going. Yeah,
Negro. That's all you had to say.
Hey, some women like them big. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can tell you. I don't know. You tell me, ladies. Is it true? I don't know. She says, don't worry. I've got you covered. Dive into the delightful and essential guide, Background Checks 101. And arm yourself with the skills to uncover the real story behind anyone you're dating. I say you should do this more than anyone you're dating, but I definitely wholeheartedly agree. I had to learn the hard way. So what did I do? I took a crash course for myself. I created my own checklist, but I'm pretty sure since she's an attorney, she might do a lot better than I. So go ahead and take a look. Description going to be below with the website that she's at. But so a little bit about her. You know, if you go to professional, if you're going to get something, she's telling you who she is, right? She is a powerful trial attorney. That means she goes into court, right? She let a mug know what's up, right? She's a law professor, so she understands not only the law, but she understands how to educate you about the law. She's beautiful with brains and a bold Southern attitude. You know, that's my favorite. Simp button. You for sure. But it says the Cornell Law Ivy League graduate. That right there is letting you know she said graduate. She's letting you know I passed and I'm a graduate. Okay? And then she's an amateur comedian and legal and social media commentator. Now, this is the funniest part of the whole damn thing. When she's not bankrupting multi-million-dollar corporations, you can find her providing legal and pop culture commentary on TMZ, ABC News, Fox, and nationally syndicated DD in the morning, and her YouTube channel. Girl, is that legal? As a legal analyst and professor, Red Wine is frequently called upon to give legal and social commentary on issues ranging from celebrity legal drama to relationship matters. To wit, I like that. To wit, her clever explanations on how Diddy's corporate insurance policy forced a rapid Cassie versus Diddy settlement quickly went viral with over 100 million views. I watched the stuff. I didn't see her pop up in my feed, so I don't know. This is the first I'm seeing her, but I'm glad I'm seeing her. I wish I would have saw her from Diddy. I'd have been on her team. Shoot, you need a hey, if you're watching, young lady, if you need a mod, I'm a professional mod. That's what I do. A moderator. I keep the flow going. Shout out to the RSC. They know about me. So anywho, let's just, this beautiful young lady. Oh, Jesus Louise. Hey, she got all kinds of talents. She got businesses going. She's a boss. I don't know if she has kids, but all I know is this. Whenever you see women in those heels, I know they got some pain in them. Mm-hmm. Come over here. Daddy got a soft touch.
Got him.
Facts.
Got him.
So we're going to go ahead and listen to her commentary. I've been talking enough. So we got a little. This is going into a new series, which is in Influencer Weekly, where I go and find influencers that I like to cater to a little bit more style. Coming up soon, I'm going to be dealing with the RSC here and going through the fam. But hold on a second. We got to pause for the cause. So what I wanted to go over some of the things that she was talking about. But let her introduce herself and what she's talking about today. About Cheyenne, Doctor. Listen to the shade she be throwing. She be throwing some shade. This is what happens when you put two cats that are territorial in heat in the middle of a box. I understand this. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant will never be in the same room interviewing or being interviewed by this woman, because this woman is going to grill your ass. I'm trying to tell you, she's gonna put her ass out. Listen, she from Texas, okay, and they know how to barbecue. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant would be a nice brisket with burnt edges. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like the burnt edges. You know, we like them burnt edges.
So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant on.
Hey, you saw that eye shade? She went over. She went. Doctor.
Got him! Got him!
She ain't playing.
The Breakfast Club, where she is defending the fact that no one can seem to find any evidence she completed her dissertation. And in other words, that would mean she's not actually a doctor.
Ooh.
Now, let me preface it by saying this. Unlike a doctorate in, let's say, law or that type of area, for a doctorate in psychology, which is what she claims to have, you have to have two things. You have to complete the coursework and you have to have a dissertation. Now, for her particular specialty, it's called the dissertation is a clinical research program is what they call, but it's a dissertation. Throughout this video, I'm going to use the term dissertation throughout just because it's simpler.
So we're going to stop here, and I'm just going to move forward. But I do think I have a point that I want to make here. So I don't like to go in chronological order, nor do I like to watch the whole damn video, which you can do for yourself. My job here is to enlighten you on the things that I found interesting. So there's four main parts that I really want to go over, which is the lack of completing the dissertation, which she's going to thoroughly go through. Then questioning or questionable record keeping claims, meaning Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's going to say, oh, well, the school, they don't have all my information, and they only hold on to it for a couple of years, and they don't have it, and she's going to prove that's a lie. And then she's going to talk about the lack of professional licensure, meaning if she was ever licensed, you should be able to find it. It's public record, by the way, especially in the state of California, which is required to have in the state of California, required to have a license. If you don't, you can be in trouble. And lastly, the inconsistencies in professional history. So what does that mean? Well, basically, she points out, which is the attorney Symone points out, that Dr. Bryant's own bibliography and statements regarding her past clinical work appears contrary and unsubstantiated, and that she has not maintained a professional LinkedIn profile indicating her claimed degrees. Now, as a person who used as a person who has a LinkedIn for my business, I can honestly tell you that you want to have your key information about what you do, especially. And if you go to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, just like what's his name, Little Dog. That's what the RSC calls him. But his name starts with A and ends with last name is with a D. His LinkedIn is similar, which is doesn't have a profile picture, and is very limited in the credentialing of what they currently have degree-wise and job history. So that's where you get a lot of the foo-foo-ness. Now, my job history is on there. I don't give out my personal name, but I'm not hard to find if you know what to look for. Especially if you're taking her course, which is the background checks 101. Go ahead and shoot her up. Like I said, it's going to be in the description below. But let's take a listen to this part right here. This is the part I want to really get to. This is where the Dr. Cheyenne the brisket gets her burnt ends.
Okay, girl. Now, there's one more little fun fact I wanted to share with you guys that I found really interesting. So remember, she said, it appears that she would have been in her program around 2017. I'm going to tell you why I think it was the 2017 time frame. I'm going to put the document on the screen. But remember, she was saying it wasn't until after they closed that she discovered they had closed and that she couldn't get her transcript. So she's getting all her paperwork together. But all her paperwork together after the fact, but the one paperwork she made sure she had done was this: her trademark for Dr. Bryant. She got her trademark. She applied for it in 2017 and got it in 18. I want to hear your thoughts in the chat, but what it seems like is that she went to the school, apparently didn't complete her dissertation, school closed, and she felt like, nobody's gonna know. Oh, no one's gonna know. I didn't finish. No one's gonna know. And that she wanted the doctorate for branding purposes. Now,
wait a minute. So what she is suggesting, so I'm clear, right? Put it in the notes or comment box in there, that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is going by doctor because she has a trademark? Woo wee! Oh, so wait a minute. I like to go from behind. I like to come from behind. And
Got him. Got him.
so anywho, so to break this up, so I did some research, right? I went in there and looked up some stuff, right? Okay. So I was looking up the differences between psychologies, and then I started looking at, okay, what's a life coach, right? A life coach or life coaching, a self-development, and often called personal development. Okay. Is intentions. It is the intention, the process of improving one's self through cultivation of new skills, habits, behaviors, and mindsets, rather than focusing purely on external professional metrics. So, rather than focusing on purely external professional metrics, personal development centers around the holistic growth of individuals' personal life, emotional intelligence, and overall well-being. So there's four main parts. There's self-awareness, emotional mastery, goal alignment, and skill acquisition. Okay. And in the state of California, you don't need a license. You don't need a license, but it does say here that getting an IF or ICF certification, which is a coaches holding credentials from the Institute of Coaching Federation, ICF, consistently commands a higher fee than uncertified counterparts. Now, I don't know if she has that or not. I don't see that on there, but that's another credential you'd want to definitely put on your website. So you know me. I'm a definite certified snooper. So we went to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's website here, right? So we're at the home page where you can book a session. Now, as a person who does this type of work, I can honestly tell you, her website's all right. It's functional. Now, I was reading the comments. Day Wells, that's a name. I see a lot of women. 14, I see a lot of women. So she's affiliates. So she has affiliates with one, the NAACP. Then she's Forbes, Sweet Sweat. So these are all the people that she's a part of the Sparks, the Clippers. I don't know what the Albright Yee Schmidt is. I think that's a law firm. So she has legal. She's got some Disney Universal. She has an affiliate with the Women's Network, NBC. The Chamber of Commerce, a Newport Beach member, so that means she's in that area. And then Los Angeles Harbor College. So she probably has some connection there too. She probably is like an engagement speaker of some sort. So she has some credentialing. Okay. So her services. Hold on a second. So I'm looking at her pricing, and I know she's in California, so I know everything's a little bit more expensive in California compared to other places. But to have a virtual coaching call, right, $350. Private wellness retreat. Now that's just a deposit. Book Dr. Bryant as a speaker, moderator, panelist, special guest, etc. That's also a $500 deposit. So that's not including her services, and it all depends on what you're doing, how much. There's certain fees. So that's just booking an appointment with her. Then you have telephone coaching, which is $350. Group sessions, $250 or $25, excuse me, $750. Now this is just a coaching session. Now this is just a book. Again, these are all deposits. And then you have this one right here, which is Travel to You Life Coaching, which is $1,500, and that's not including booking fees or flight or travel and or lodging. All right. She has financing, so if you want to finance some stuff, if you need some assistance, she does have that available for you. She also has to book a session, so you can go in, and looks like she's available. She got some times available next week. So Monday, it looks like she'll have some time available. You can give her a call if you want. $350 for a Zoom call, 50 minutes. Okay. That's a lot per hour. You know, she over there, she balling out of control. You can buy a book. It directs you directly to Amazon. Her new book. She just released a new book here, May 12th of 2026. So this basically is letting you know, or letting people know, she is getting attention. This is helping her get attention, by the way. So all publicity is good publicity, right? Now, she has a 1.8 stars out of 5. I've been paying attention to this, and people going in on her behind. Grifter, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is not a doctor. Fraud. Oh man, oh hell no, I ain't logging in. But yeah, she over here getting pummeled. Cheyenne Bryant is not a doctor. She does not have a doctorate. Printing a book which identifies her as a false. Excuse me. Identifies her as a doctor is false advertisement, deception marketing, and violates consumer protection. Reprint it with the proper title, or lawsuit will most likely be filed. I don't know if you can, and this is why I say this, because looking at this part right here, as long as she stays within this, and she's gonna discuss this, let her finish.
She knew good and well she wasn't no therapist. Because if you read the class of goods, it's small. I'm going to read it to you. It says the class of goods is coaching services. I'm going to bring this closer. Oh, shoot. My camera's off, so don't worry about that. But it says coaching services. Specifically, conducting it says conducting workshops and seminars in self-development, educational and entertainment services, namely providing motivational speaking services in the field of self-development, life coaching services in the field of self-development, providing group coaching services in the field of self-development. You know what it doesn't say she's going to provide? Counseling services for therapy. Why? Because she knew good and well she didn't.
That's all you had to say.
Hold on a second. So basically, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is getting away with saying Dr. Bryant because she has a trademark. As long as she stays within the guidelines of coaching, like she has in her trademark, she's fine. So this comment about being sued, I haven't read the book, so I don't know. So depending on what's the book saying, you know what I'm saying? But this is where it gets kind of iffy, right? It says here, a blend of psychological expertise with transformational mindset strategy. She teaches that all behavior is learned and anything not serving your highest purpose can be unlearned, which is a false statement. And the only way you can unlearn it is by being hypnotized, but you still experienced it. And as soon as once the spell of words, because that's what she is a masterful wordsmith. She's a masterful wordsmith. That's what this woman is. But what really gets me is this dismantles trauma-driven behavior. Now, when I put it in, this is what I said. I put in the transformational guide that blends psychology, coaching, life coaching, spiritual. Yeah. So this is the part it says. It says here, it uses specialized crossover language designed to attract people who want deep emotional healing, but prefer a holistic alternative, approach over traditional clinical therapy. So it's a crossover word. So she's playing the fine line here. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, or in this case, Dr. Bryant, or I would like to say Trademark Dr. Bryant, right, is using terminology that's blending. But the only phrase that would really get her in trouble would be in the state with a strict medical and psychological licensing boards like California. A person using this statement is almost certainly operating a unregulated life coach. Operating as an unregulated life coach. They are using psychological buzzwords to offer therapy adjacent. So instead of her saying, hey, diagnosing you, this is what you have, right? She's saying what you're thinking or what you're doing is this. That's what she's doing. So she's not really saying you have these things, but it's kind of like she's crossing over to some psychological services as far as understanding what's going on in the psychological realm, but she can't diagnose you to say you have, like, she can't say, oh yeah, you're bipolar. If she says you're bipolar, then she's prescribing to you. Now, I don't know, I'm not in her sessions, but from my understanding, she's not licensed or held by any board or any code of ethics to tell you. She can tell you till you're blue in the face, hey, I think you're suffering from such and such and such. You might want to go see a licensed professional. But this is what in my professional opinion, dealing with my own and all my clients, you may have XYZ, and you might want to go see a go see a psychologist, or you might want to go see XYZ for something outside of the scope of what I can provide to you. Now, if she's saying those kinds of things, which makes sense, she's not telling you are bipolar. She's saying you might be. You might want to go get checked out. That is not illegal. It is called a holistic therapy. Now, let's say you go and get diagnosed and they do say, yeah, you are bipolar. And you go back to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and say, you're right, I am bipolar. What can I do as coaching to help me regulate my system and go XYZ? Now, I'm not trying to work for her. I'm just saying in general, because I've been through therapy. I've done some life coaching. I've done it on both sides. I've been life coached and I've life coached others. I understand how life coaching works, because you don't need a license to say those things, just as long as you let them know, hey, I'm not a licensed therapist, but this is what it sounds like. You might want to go get checked out, because in my experience of dealing with it myself, I had some similar situations, or I've had a client that had a similar situation, and they went to go get checked out and they got tested with a licensed therapist. Here, I know a couple of people. Would you like me to refer you? And that's all she has to do. And then that's not considered being a psychotherapist, right? That doesn't mean you're a psychologist. It doesn't mean anything. She has professional understanding of it because she's in the field, whether you want to believe her license or not. Now, am I caping for her? No. If she's over here telling people and diagnosing them, and they're going to be like, oh, yeah, well, I don't need to go see a therapist because I'm talking to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Why would I need to go see a therapist? You're absolutely correct. We can work on techniques, da-da-da. Now, she's doing that. That's totally different. But if she's saying, hey, if you're out of my scope, meaning out of the professional realm of it, to where you have to get licensed somewhere, it just makes sense. Now, she's in California. People are going to do what they're going to want to do. A lot of people are going to be like, oh yeah, my doctor is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Well, she's not a real doctor. Forget you. She's helped me, blah, blah, blah. Now, that's placebo effect. That could be to them, to each their own. But as long as she's trying to say, well, I don't bill insurance. That's the reason why I don't hold a license. No, you don't hold a license because you don't have a degree. Because if she had a degree, she would have the license, because it would make sense. Then that way she would actually be more credible. Now she looks like a liar because she's saying that she's a doctor, but she only holds a trademark doctor. She's not a real PhD, because whenever I read a book from a PhD, especially when it's psychology, because I read a lot of psychological books, I read a lot of mental health books, because I do a lot of self-help stuff. I do a lot of meditation. I do a lot of goals, and I do SMART goals, and I follow all these processes like the Dale Carnegie School and doing all that. Think and Grow Rich is another one. They're life coaches, no different. They're teaching you how to maintain the human existence, but better yourself. That is self-development. That is something that is a wide topic of not only entertainment, but it's also done with professionals. You have people that are sports people that do meditation and visualization. You have some people that do all kinds of different things. So there's a plethora of situations, but where she gets in trouble is when she starts talking about psychology, and then she talks about when she was a therapist. She said this before. She said when she was a therapist, and that's why this young lady is barbecuing her ass, because she ain't got no licensing from it, because she's proven she's not in California with a license or ever having a license. And then she's like, where's your dissertation? And she's over here cooking your ass, girlfriend, because that's where this part is, because she let it be known you ain't got your dissertation. Now, this right here is the results from where she was in her school, which is the Argosy College, or University, excuse me. And this goes over when, Dr. Cheyenne was talking about she didn't have her records because they didn't have her records. They can only hold it for 2 years. Check this out. Hold on. This is the part I want to listen to.
went back online to get my official transcript because I was applying to a law school many years ago to be a professor.
She has a psychology PhD, basically, a doctorate of psychology. Here's the thing. I was a law school professor. I went to law school. I was a law school professor. Why in the world would a law school hire an unlicensed psychologist? That makes no sense. There is literally nothing in the law school curriculum that would require a unlicensed psychologist. You're not a therapist if you don't have a license. Let's start there. There's nothing that would require that in a law curriculum. More than that, you couldn't even lead a class, for example, if the class is on expert witnesses or any of that. You couldn't lead that course either because I couldn't hire you to be an expert psychologist because you're not a licensed psychologist. I would be kicked out of court. Literally, if I put her on an expert list, the opposing counsel would get her disqualified because she's unlicensed.
Got him! Got him!
Just you taking classes that are in a PhD program is not sufficient for you to be a licensed therapist, including in the state of California where she's based. It's unlawful for anyone who does not have who is not a licensed therapist to even call themselves a therapist. And here you go. If you don't believe me, it literally says in California, it's illegal to use the title therapist, psychotherapist, or other licensed designation if you're not licensed by the Board of Behavioral Sciences. Unlicensed individuals cannot diagnose or treat mental illness and must not imply they are licensed. So,
got him! Got him!
Hey, Cheyenne now, because I can't call you doctor no more. Now that I know it's just a trademark. You're a trademark doctor. The trademark doctor, Cheyenne Bryant. Well, actually, excuse me. Trademark Dr. Bryant. Can't put Cheyenne because it doesn't have it on there. So, hey, Cheyenne, which one is it? Either you're Cheyenne Bryant or you're Dr. Bryant. Which one is it? Because your trademark only says Dr. Bryant, which is ambiguous to be said the least. Now, let's go ahead and go in further where she gonna cook her. She gonna cook her. This is where she starts talking about, this is 10 minutes and 13 seconds in, she starts talking about what kind of requirements the school is required to do. Let's take a listen.
There's a shorter time frame if you just took classes there and didn't finish. For example, if you did the coursework for your PhD but didn't defend and complete your dissertation, then in fact they may hold the records for a shorter time. But if you actually defended your dissertation, well, then they, under California law, are actually supposed to keep your records.
Yeah, Negro. That's all you had to say.
So we're gonna move in and get into the nitty gritty, because we're getting long in the tooth here. But I want to end with this part right here.
And I found this one. It's actually it's by Dr. Nikita Langster. Now she's a doctor. Argosy. This is San Francisco Bay Area campus of Argosy.
Did you catch that shade? She said she is a doctor from Argosy. She's basically let you know this lady who went to an unaccredited college at the time, now no longer in active services. Her dissertation's in here, and this was done in 2014. Where's Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's dissertation? That's what she's trying to say. Where's that, honey? Where they do that at?
At Argosy, San Francisco Bay Area, in partial fulfillment of the requirements for the degree of a Doctor of Psychology. I'll meet in California.
Got him! Got him!
She over there cooking her bacon, man. Your ass is like a brisket, burnt ends included. We're talking about this is 16-hour roast. Excuse me, slow smoked and slow cooked to perfection. She over there cooking Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's ass. You know what? If I were her, if I was this attorney, I'd be like, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, I want some mental health. Excuse me. I want some life coaching. Bring your ass here, Bia. Come here, Bia. I'll give you the 500. Come here, Bia. That's a deposit. She's gonna be like, oh no. You keep your money. Keep your money. I don't want no part. I guarantee you, these two women will never be in the interview. If Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is so bold, do you know what will break the internet? Her being interviewed, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant being interviewed by attorney Simone. I will put money on it. I would love to see it. I would love to see her go on her channel and refute all this information, because Dr. Cheyenne Bryant she's over here. Hey, fellas, you know what I'm talking about. You know when your woman makes you mad, you're having some makeup sex. You know what I'm talking about. And you get to steer it from behind. What you doing to it? You know that my dad used to tell me, and my uncles used to say, my uncle Jones, you know, God rest both their souls, they out of here. But you know what they told me? Said makeup sex is the punishing sex for the lady. She would get it. Hey, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is getting it like with the arch toot back and all that. What you doing back there, big fella? Oh, Dr. Simone. Attorney Simone, what you doing? Go over here, just give me the business. Hey, she's getting some Chud the Builder action, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is never gonna go on this woman's show, ever. If she does, I'm definitely watching. I'm subscribed to this woman's channel. We're just gonna go in and cut it off here because I want you to go and take a look at it. I know I was all over. Like these are just some interesting points in the video. There's some other major points that you probably would love to see, but I'm just telling you, this video in one day already got 60K views. It probably has more since I've been messing around with it. So shout out to, once again, attorney Simone. Girl, is that legal? Check out her page. You definitely want to go and take a look at her. I will definitely put her link to her channel, this video, and her website. Shout out to her. She's an excellent content creator. She's my first installment of Influencer Weekly, where I'm going to bring you a weekly synopsis of content creators just going in and roasting it, just putting in the barbecue, putting in the grill. Hey, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, baby girl. Hey, hold on. I got something for you. Hold on. Hey, I can't do it any better than Cam Newton and my boy Peggy.
As I call it, they plop stink.
Look at the smell of the cushion. Peggy, that's you.
Hell no, bud. The worst thing than a plop stinking is a person in denial of that plop. I said, whoa.
Damn,
Smell like some chitterlings. Baby girl. I want to see you watch do a see twirl.
make that soap swirl.
Wash yo.
Man, shut your...
Help me get to 1,000. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Scrolling through your feed. Want to help me reach 1,000? And no, it's not my age. Step 1. Hit that like button. It's like giving me a virtual high five. The more likes, the more I'm convinced I'm hilarious. Step 2. Comment. I want to know your favorite pizza topping. Let's spark a debate hotter than my oven. Step 3. share this video, because who doesn't want to share a laugh and possibly food wars with friends? And for the grand finale, subscribe. Join my crazy adventure as we climb to 1,000 together. Like, comment, share, and hit that subscribe button. You'll be my hero.